Michigan's rock station, Q106.
Hey, I'm Q106's Terry Stevens. Capital City Comic-Con is coming back to the Lansing Center in downtown Lansing, June 30th through July 2nd. Once again, it has a star-studded lineup of geek culture celebrities. We're going to be talking to them in the weeks leading up to the big show. And it's not going to be a Capital City Comic-Con without some excellence in cosplay. And there's nobody that excels at that in the greater Lansing area more than the League of Enchantment. I got Shamus and Katie with me from the League. What's up, guys?
Hey, Terry, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So, so for those of you who may not be aware, Shamus tends to be the Batman of the League, although you have some other roles that you've got too.
Others, yeah.
And there are very few other people I know of in the greater Lansing area that can pull off Wonder Woman like Katie does.
Thank you so much.
And Katie, I need you to be a lot closer to your mic.
I can be a lot closer.
Hang on, I'm turning you up a little louder here. There we go. All right, Katie, you're again a powerful Wonder Woman, but real quiet on the mic there. I need you to embrace your She-Hulk for this one.
There we go. I can do that.
There we go. Perfect. So I've seen you do the She-Hulk thing before. Like, do you have to go to like Home Depot and get like some primer or something? That's a lot of green paint, dude.
It is a lot of green paint, but if you get a really good morph suit with muscles already painted on it, you only have to do your face.
Oh,
so
good.
It's a lot easier.
Perfect. See, this is why y'all need to meet with the League of Enchantment. They'll give you some pro tips on that stuff.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So, Shamus and Katie, so glad you guys could be back with us. Super stoked that the League is a part of the Capital City Comic-Con again. Now, there's going to be a cosplay contest during this thing. So, in addition, if you're going to do She-Hulk, morph suit, that's the way. Otherwise, you got to bathe in primer, I guess, or primer remover. So what are some pro tips that you have for people who are going to be competing in these cosplay contests?
Oh, be the character. When you get on stage, actually be confident and be the character. Give us a show. This thing is a show. You're on stage in front of hundreds of people. Have fun with it. Do the voice. Do the action. Be creative. Just have fun with it.
Have a quote from the show or the movie and just interact with those judges and just own that character. I don't care if you made it out of cardboard or you spent weeks and months making it out of EVA foam. If you show up to that costume contest stage and you own it, it's going to be amazing.
I love it. There it is, from the pros themselves, man. So what's the League been up to over the last few months? You guys do so much charity outreach. You visit sick kids in the hospital, and you give them the best day that they've had in a hot minute. So what have you been up to there?
Oh, my gosh. We've already had 100 events this year already. We already have 120 scheduled for the rest of the year with more coming. We're at Beaumont. We're at Sparrow every single month. We were just at the Detroit Zoo for Walk for Miracles. We had 12 members there. We have Ellie's Race coming up. We have JDRF coming up. If there's an event in Lansing, you will most likely find us there.
Thank you guys for teaming up with the JDRF. I got stuck. I have to go professionally loiter somewhere. So I had a prior commitment. But as a guy who has the beatus, thank you so much for stepping up for that. I appreciate that.
We love working with that group. Absolutely amazing group.
For sure. And yeah, my superpower is broken pancreas. I know. I drew a real bad card from that, Dex. So what are you guys going to be up to at the con this year?
So at the con this year, I am emceeing the cosplay contest.
Oh, imagine that.
I know. My beautiful wife, Katie, will actually be one of the judges for a portion of the show because there's multiple cosplay contests this year. So each one of those is going to have kind of a rotating group of judges. So as you get through the day, you're going to have different people judging each chunk of the cosplay contests. And that's a pretty cool idea. Also, we're going to be sitting on a couple different panels, one of which Katie's a little hesitant about because it happens to center around what happened last year at the Comic-Con.
So last year, you guys got married at the Comic-Con.
You guessed
We
it.
did.
I know, right? So who's the panelists that you're sitting in on there?
We're the panelists that people will be sitting and watching for that.
Oh my. So, wow, you guys are going to get grilled.
Yeah, it's Wonderbat 1 year later.
Yeah.
I love it. That's super dope, dude. I love it. Another addition that's been made to this, they are bringing on, and it's a who's who of voiceover artists here, but Cricket Lee, who played May in Avatar The Last Airbender. Can I tell you how geeked I am that somebody from the Avatar cast is going to be on this show? That's one of the greatest animated series of all time.
Oh, it's going to be amazing just to see the lineup they have. I personally am excited that Lexi's going to be there.
Oh, from Avengers?
Yeah, from Avengers. That's amazing.
Tony Stark's daughter,
I know.
Morgan Stark, is going to be there. The girl who said, "I love you 3000."
I mean, come on, dude. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
She's going to have stories from the set, too. And thankfully, this is happening in the 21st century. people would have different stories about Robert Downey Jr. from the set in the end.
Oh,
so
yeah,
wait, he's really cleaned up, and we appreciate that about him. And I mean, if you've ever played the card game Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, this Darren Dunstan guy, I feel bad for him because he plays like the big bad on that show. This man has spent the better part of his life being booed by children, but he's going to face that crowd along with Greg Abbey and Wayne Grayson, both of whom had huge roles on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wayne Grayson is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. We've been at a couple shows with him before. Mm-hmm. Super nice, super great with all of his guests, talks to everybody. The guy is just he's genuine
fun.
Nice guy.
Fun.
Oh yeah, super chill dude. Well, he played Michelangelo in one of the reboots of TMNT. You got to be kind of a chill dude and into like pizza and stuff, man.
On, man.
So when I was watching, have you guys seen the new Spider-Man?
We did.
Might have.
My son and I watched it last night, and I saw another TMNT reboot, and I'm like, man, Greg should have got that. The new guys sound fine; they'll do fine. But I'm like, Greg did a good job of embracing that role, as did the rest of that cast. So, were you two big Battlestar Galactica?
No, actually, I didn't watch the new series, but I grew up watching the original series.
Same, right?
Loved the original one.
I wanted one of those robot dogs from the Daggets. That's what they were called. Yes, I wanted a Daggett as a kid.
Yeah, it would have been so cool.
Right. Come on, who doesn't want a robo dog? And I always loved the voice thing that they use for the Cylons. I can't even do an impression of it. I'm going to go back and post and add that vocal effect to this.
There you go.
Perfect.
But the by your command thing. And so, but if you were a fan of the reboot, I mean, dude, there's a couple of heavy hitters in on that. Not to mention
the writer of Predator,
right? Mark Verheiden. Yeah.
I mean, come on, who doesn't like Predator? Plus, he worked on Aliens and a few other things,
right? So with Dark Horse Comics, man. So I actually talked to Mark last week, and we kind of dug into some stuff, man. So he wrote a huge chunk of Battlestar. He wrote Alien, Predator, Aliens versus Predator. He's in that whole H.R. Geiger verse that's going on there. And dude wrote The Mask. The comic that got, turned into the movie that Jim Carrey was in. I mean, that's got to be so wild to write a thing and then see a guy like Jim Carrey just bring that whole thing to life, That
to me is meeting creators when we cosplay and we get to stand in front of these creators in their outfits, seeing how excited they get to see their creation come to life is just amazing. For somebody like him who's written the book, then sees the book come to life, and then the book is huge, and you've got Jim Carrey doing it, that's got to be just like the life dream come true.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's just absolutely amazing to me.
We did a costume contest one Halloween at the station, and we had someone dress up like me as an entrant, and I thought that was kind of neat. So I experienced that on a much smaller scale.
That's great though.
But that lineup is amazing. You got Aaron Douglas. Aaron's got a really cool comic out called 10 Years to Death. That is worth the read. Look for it at the Summits or any of the other shops we're teaming up with. Power Rangers, we're going to have people from that cast there.
Power Rangers, we've met with I don't know how many. They're always really nice guys. Just fantastic guests to have around, really cool. A lot of interaction with them. Ming Chen's also going to be there from Comic Book Man. He was also in Clerks Part 3. If you remember, he also showed up on TV in just his underwear, getting just pelted with water balloons at one point. Ming, absolutely fun guy. A blast to have around, super interactive. Good luck keeping him behind a table. He will be out in front meeting everyone.
And a U of M alum too. So you got to give credit. Yeah, you got to give credit to a U of M guy showing up in the heart of Spartan territory to hang out. His life is being put at risk here, basically.
It is. But we're going to probably get him an MSU shirt so that we can keep him protected.
He's going to love every bit of that.
That's sure.
Right. Another guest that I'm super stoked about being there, Bill freaking Morrison. So, dude,
Bongo Comics.
Right. The guy who...
most people don't know what that means, but that's Futurama.
That's Matt Groening, dude. Yeah. He's in the Matt Groening verse. This guy did the original art treatments for Futurama. When my kids and I watched Futurama together, they learned where all of Dad's lines came from. Good news, everyone! I mean, that whole thing,
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
I love it, man. Bite my shiny metal, and I'm going to stop right there.
Avocado.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be judging some cosplays and whatnot, and then after the con, what does the league have coming up over these summer months when you guys dress up and then sweat to death in all of your various costumes?
Oh my gosh,
we're everywhere.
We're everywhere. Oh my
everywhere.
gosh, I think my favorite one coming up is LA's race. I absolutely love LA's race. I mean, we do all the JDRFs, like we said, around town. We're in Jackson. We're in East Lansing. There's a squirt gun 5K raising funds for kids.
That's in DeWitt.
That's in DeWitt. There's just so many different things coming up for us.
Yeah.
And we're everywhere. This Saturday, we're at Turner Dodge for the Fairy Fest. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is. I'm going to be professionally loitering in Grand Ledge, giving away tickets to Capital City Comic Con because I'm not proud and I'll bribe people to hang out with me and make me look popular.
Because our life isn't weird enough, the league has a satellite group in Chicago. We have to go down there later on in the year and pull an airplane.
Wait,
as a
what?
fundraiser.
A fundraiser for the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
So you're going to be tethered to a plane.
Yep. Harness
In
on,
suit.
in suit, Batman, Wonder Woman, Thor on a runway, pulling an airplane.
So this isn't like one of those little Cessnas or whatever. This is like
a real airplane, not a canoe
At
with
O'Hare.
wings. Yeah, we're at Chicago O'Hare pulling a literal airplane, a full-sized airplane. And this is one of those things where Katie comes to me, she mentions it, thinks that I'm insane. And I say, well, this is one of those things we do because we can write it on our bucket list, and then we do it and we can scratch it off.
Yeah, there you go.
We never even thought of putting it on there in the first place.
Right.
But it's so much fun.
So the League of Enchantment, do you guys have an endorsement from like a physical therapist or a chiropractor? I mean,
We probably should. We really should, yeah.
If there are any listening, we really do need a full-time physical therapist chiropractor to come on board to the league, not in suit as a behind-the-scenes member to keep us in shape so we don't hurt ourselves doing all
There
of
we
these
go.
weird things.
you need to be the Alfred to their bat.
We do.
to
We
their
are
bat
desperate
people,
need of an
basically.
Alfred.
So there is. I love seeing how Michigan's being represented. Rob Miller. Now this guy is from the greater, kind of the northern regions,
Monroe.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
And so this guy, he's done some crazy cool special effects, man.
Oh my gosh, he's such a sweet guy. And
Face
just,
Off.
it is so cool to see all of his stuff because he was on Face Off season 5, if I'm correct.
Season 8. Season 8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But no, he has just amazing things, and he brings all of his stuff with him too.
Yeah.
So I mean, last time he had a huge full size Groot with him.
Yep, he's done the Hulk Smasher, Iron Man suit, Groot. He's done pieces from Stranger Things. He's just tons and tons of amazing cosplay, sculptural creations.
Well, and he's always there to ask. For you to ask questions too. He loves questions. He wants to tell you how he did it and how you can do it with the things that you can find. And he's just Rob's an amazing guy.
Yeah, and I mean, just self-taught. You know,
yes.
he took a couple of pro classes here and there, but by and large, he was just doing this at his place.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
an artist. He's a true artist.
Now, you guys have your own like craft shop where you're creating your various accoutrements for the cosplay and that sort of thing. So, I guess like, what if somebody wants to become part of the league? Do they have to have all of that stuff, or do you assist them with
We
getting
do
that
both. So
together?
if somebody applies to the league and they have suits, we can direct them on how good their suits need to be because we kind of have a costuming standard, especially for hospitals. But we also have tons of members who sew, who work with plastics and foam and paint work and are in construction and all kinds of other things to either help people or guide people. We also have started to build a small collection of costumes that others can use within the league.
Or also can just point people in the right direction if they don't want to build, if they're not crafty, which is completely fine. We've got great websites that they can start and just do that because I can't do foam. I can sew. Shamus does all the foam work. He'll make most of my corsets, and then I'll do the fabrics for him.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, it's teamwork. It's making the dream work,
It
right?
really is.
There you go. Perfect. So, okay. So you guys have all the events coming up. League of Enchantment. You're going to be part of a forum, a panel at Capital City Comic Con. Like,
Yes.
who's moderating that one? I have to know.
gosh.
I have no clue.
No
You don't think they're going to bring Tom Arnold back to you, do you?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
We don't need that opener again.
We're also sitting on a panel on how to speak to the media.
Wow. Well, let me tell you. So you're doing a great job so far.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured we had a 1 out of 10, but
Yeah, there you
okay.
I'm pretty low key as far as media goes. I'm definitely in casual mode as far as media goes. You know,
Being
now
relaxed helps.
Yeah, that does help.
Right.
That does help, definitely. Terry's there's a whole spectrum of Terry-ness when it comes to medium, or when it comes to the media. I'm definitely on the Terry Stevens side, and then there's the Terry Gross side, which is a bit more buttoned up if you're talking to the NPR giving away tote bag set. So there you go. So a totally different thing. Well, okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys get interrogated on stage at Capital City Comic Con. If somebody wants to learn more about the League, if they want to get involved, if they want to donate, if they want to support you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
Best way to find us is leagueofenchantment.org, or you can just find us right on Facebook. We have 2 different ones, League of Enchantment Michigan and League of Enchantment Chicago. So shoot us a message. All the information is right there.
Perfect. Shamus, Katie, hey, happy anniversary before terribly long. That's very cool. And hey, we'll see you guys in a few weeks at Capital City Comic Con.
Thank you.
Michigan's Rock Station, Q106.